Welcome people, this is Jamal from Twinvision. I've got
Hakeem, Kareed, B must be,
Father.
Abdullah.
Dada.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dada.
Yeah, something like that.
Dada. How's everyone feeling?
Alhamdulillah, can't complain. You know,
Yeah, it's tough. Alhamdulillah.
Throw fire.
No. Yeah, but
Ramadan, you know, alhamdulillah.
Yeah. We say it's been tough then.
it's difficult, innit? Because like you gotta get to work.
Yeah.
You gotta get home. You gotta get a bit of food. You gotta try and do a little bit extra. You know, you gotta get up early. But ideally, you want to go to bed late. You want it to count, don't you?
True, yeah.
So you want to remember.
So we say go bed late because of the prayers.
Yeah, you got to try and do it. They say make use of the nights, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, make use of the nights, and we don't know what night. So you know,
true.
Every night, and then
Yeah, it's true.
so all of that,
Yeah.
and then as we always say, like no matter how much you try to prepare, you ain't
Well,
prepared.
that's what I was saying the other day. Me personally, I don't believe there's such thing as prepare. You can't prepare because no matter what you do, you're gonna. For me, I always find the first few days hard.
It's gonna throw you off. It throws you off. You got to get used to it, and it's just a routine, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way it came around, I feel like it came around so quick. It's like I didn't take.
Just give context. We're talking about Ramadan.
Ramadan, yeah. I didn't take for granted enough times to eat during the day. I feel like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I don't feel like I made the most out of that.
I feel like we underestimate this one because we've had some long summers. We've had some hard ones. I thought, this one's gonna be easy. It's winter. It shouldn't be difficult. But then we still find ourselves hungry. But for me, it's like I said, it's just routine or habit. I'm not really hungry, you know, but I'm still just habit. Just going for I can't eat.
Yeah,
you know, or going to smoke. You can't smoke whatever, vape, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just habit, really. It's not so much. There's not so much hunger. But I find it easy to be on top of it because remember you're breaking your fast at a good time.
Yeah.
You know, you can go pray Tawheed and get home for a good time. You know, you can get up at 4:30, have a coffee. You can still have a coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You can still have a breakfast. You know, chill out. And it's not. It's still you can still do everything in the same normal time frame. That's why.
Yeah, the summers was mad, innit?
Summers was all over the place, man.
But I did go in this time with the mindset, like you said, the timing is pretty easy. I don't want to, but it's just like you said, but doing it every day though, and knowing that you can't break your fast. That's the thing, isn't it? Because like, sometimes I don't eat until like 2-3 anyway. But knowing that you can't eat until 5ish every day for a month, so then it's kind of more of a mental thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the mental thing is deep because also sometimes I have to work here, and usually I'm on my coffee break. And like the first day I got up and it's almost like sit back down at the machine.
You know, it's always remind you that some of these things are luxury because we're not at this stage of Ramadan at the time. None of us are really hungry.
No, not really hungry.
It's not like summer when you're really hungry.
No.
You know, so it's just knowing that these things are luxuries and they're not necessities. Does that make sense?
I understand the reasoning. I don't know because these things they're the things that make life, isn't they? Having a bit to eat.
I'm talking about like the coffees, the little coffees of the day, the little cigarette, or the vaping breaks. You know what I'm saying? The little snack every day.
It's habit, but that's why. But that's why the first week or so is the hardest because it's breaking out the norm. Because it's just like even coming here, I'm used to having a little hot drink or whatever, and I think okay, I can't have it's like you're feeling it's like more detrimental than what it is. Like
what you gonna do yourself?
Like you're pulling your head like, how am I gonna function? Like, do you know what I mean? But after the first week, then it's normal. That's when it's just flowing. You know
But then, as we've been saying, you know, may the month be a benefit. May we benefit from the blessed month.
That's the one.
That's it. Go on.
No, just that you got to take advantage of this month, innit? You know, I don't know who I was chatting to, but this is the time where everything counts, innit? You know, this time to get closer to God, get some extra prayers and read some Quran. You know, this is if you want something, this is the time
to ask for it.
And you know, that's what I was thinking about as well, because before, like, always just said, you know what, this is the time to get on a mission to try and actually achieve something that, you know, and so even all the things we used to do with properties and that, I used to get more into gear Ramadan's the time, because this is the
it is.
time when, you know, you might know victory.
Well,
But because sort of things are so different now, so I'm thinking, right, well, actually, what is it that I'd want to really, you know, get over the line? I'd be making it up, to be honest, because
but
I'm not on anything like that.
It's yourself. That's what you want to get over, because even like your body tunes itself up, your mind tunes itself up. So for me, even what we in 2-3 days?
3 days.
And I feel benefits of it. I feel like I'm feeling the benefits already.
100%.
You understand what I mean? So it's probably more, it's not even the external stuff, it's the internal stuff. And then the internal stuff will make different to the external stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
yeah.
Personal development.
Personal
Maybe at the
development.
end,
That's
you
the
can just
one.
move forward with whatever goals you have. Maybe.
Yeah,
Or start
yeah,
or preparation during the time.
Brothers, listen, we're supposed to be mashing works in the world, because I go through this all the time. I sit there and say, all right, okay, you're very contained and cool and la 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 la, but man is supposed to be out in the world mashing works. And so I kind of like, I have to prick myself and remember, you can't be this bloody, you can't be on this sort of like solitude, like reflective, la la la, sit down, you know, quietly all the time, because that's actually not what men are supposed to be doing. Men are supposed to be out there. We're supposed to be mashing works.
Concrete.
But who was saying that nowadays? It was that American diplomat Rubio Marco. What's his name?
Oh gosh, yeah.
He was saying that we mash works in America and Europe. This is what we do from day one, and this is what we need to be doing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but
As a whole, men and you know, is mashing works, and they mash works. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you know, you're right. But I think but don't let them believe that they're the only ones that can mash works.
No, we know we can mash work,
because
but-
remember, it's his story. So what was happening before that? Because what happens is everyone has their time. So let's say how much the last 3 cents, whatever, it's their time. That don't mean what, because we don't know, like everyone's had their time. So it's not just them that can match works. Do you understand me? So that's how they want to.
I suppose.
Trick, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean though?
Yeah. Obviously,
But I think as a
on
whole-
the global stage, it seemed like they mashed.
Yeah, at this precise moment in time. But like, if you look at it in a whole, everything's changing. That's why a lot of them can't handle it.
But
Do you
this is what I'm
understand
saying,
what I mean?
because you know, even from watching that conference in Munich the other day, I was under pressure. Obviously, I know the Joe public don't like the migration thing, but they actually feel, Europe actually does genuinely feel like they lost control. I just thought it was the public. I thought the big heads elite, they didn't mind.
So what do you mean they've lost control? Because I'm not that well versed.
What they're saying is that they generally are not happy
Yeah.
with how the migration has gone.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
don't
talking about
believe that.
Joe public on the street.
No, but
we talking about
no,
I'm talking about the politics,
I don't believe
the government.
that. I don't think that's. I think because things are happening because they want it to happen.
Yeah, because America can't really talk about Europe because they're the same kind of mix as us, isn't it?
Well, America's got different border issues in it, but America.
But they got more control of it. They're on top of it. They still.
With the China, we've already
Outwardly, with the eyes thing and that.
Yeah. They're on some crazy thing, and they want that over here. But what I mean is in all empires crumble at some point. So if you look, you had the British Empire, the Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire, the Moors. Remember the Moors conquered Europe, bro. So that's what I mean. So when like things change all the time, like even if you look at hair. Like, all right, look, for example, Africa, we've moved from Africa to Jamaica to here. Remember the natives from here, they was in Denmark and Netherlands before they come here. So things are always changing, but a lot of people their minds can't handle the change. Do you understand what I mean?
Because a lot of people do say that they're it's on the last leg.
They're on the
You know what I'm
last
saying?
list.
They are scarping around trying to hold it
Yeah, they
together.
are.
Erratic, you know.
But you have to remember, for them, this is money and power, innit? And this is without that, I mean, I agree with you. I think like one, they just feel like let it go, bro. At the end of the day, it's gonna switch at some point. You can't have it forever, right? But for them, without that money and power, they just feel like they're obsolete. They're
But
done,
what
innit?
you said the last time though, but this system can't crumble because they print the money.
Yeah, but what we talking about here, so this is what we've got to be clear, because I think we talking about the system, or we talking about everyday people. I think everyday people, they're in their head, they've been superior. So that's what they can't handle, that
that facade's disappearing.
Right.
Do you understand? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's the everyday
person. But what we talking about?
I was talking about the system.
I'm talking about the system.
Yeah,
Go on.
System, yeah.
No, that's why I was just talking about the system.
Go on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're, like people said in the last leg, but I'm just saying
That's a tough one, though.
It's a tough one because can it?
can't. If they can't.
It's hard. It's hard.
But what you got to remember, we don't know what's really behind it because it's what's on top of the system. I tell you what, all we know is what we see and what we hear. But if they are generally controlled in the system,
but you know the only way it will crumble is from within.
That's the only way I think it can crumble. You see, like you got them coups in Africa. It has to be from within. Does that make sense?
Okay.
They do shit. So they say that, like, for something to crumble from within, that would mean some kind of civil conflict. That's on. You're talking about some kind of civil war if it's going to crumble from within, or what? Is that what we're talking about?
Ain't civil wars amongst the people. But okay, can I be honest with you? I don't think is the system crumbling.
The system, when you analyse it from the outside, it is in an awful state.
It does look.
It's an excess of debt.
Give us some key points.
Right. Well, the debt. So the debt across the major European countries, in the main, exceeds what they bring in. So everybody's debt is bigger than the taxes that they generate, because that's how government run.
But how you got to look at who's the debt to?
The debt is to. This is
the World Bank or whatever.
It's not even that. It's not even that. For the European countries, for the West, they borrow based on issuing what they call, over in America, they call them treasury bonds, right? So they create these treasuries that pay interest over 5-year, 10-year, whatever, but they sell on a private market. So it's individuals buy government debt in the form of bonds and treasuries, and that's what they use to actually generate money to cover their debt.
Okay, so do you think any country? Do you think they really have intention to clearing them debts?
I think they'll never clear the debt.
I don't think they can. I don't think
there
they
you
can.
go. So then it's a big game.
It is a big game. Now, but what that means then is if the government debt is held by individuals. Right,
who's
not
individuals?
So those do you remember they said that George Soros nearly broke the pound or nearly, That means if an individual can hold that much debt, or a sovereign state can hold that much debt for a country, that when they drop that those bonds back into the market, it can topple a country's economy. Now, because there's such a marketplace for the treasuries and bonds, it doesn't. But there's always that, they say, if China sort of like sells off its dollar debt, right, what it holds of dollars, it could tip America over the edge. So that's the thing. So whoever's holding that country's debt, if they release it into the marketplace, and it could be trouble. But essentially, the Western countries, they print the bonds, they generate the treasuries and bonds in order to cover themselves. So they don't have to go. They don't have to go and queue up anywhere to say you're going to lend me this money. They just push these treasuries into the marketplace, and private individuals and sovereign funds buy them.
So the West was industrialized off resources from around the world, right? That they collected when they colonized a lot of the world.
That industrial revolution, that industrial revolution was built on that. Yeah.
So when you see a lot of these countries now, obviously they're trying to get their control of the resources and cut. Is that what will crumble the West?
I don't know.
It must have an impact, though, no?
It can have an impact, but all commodities are traded on a commodity exchange. Yeah, and so those exchanges, they generally manipulate prices. Yeah, and so the key is, right, how do you get the best price for your commodities? But raw commodities is one thing, but then adding value to those raw commodities is another. So everybody wants to step up the production chain, so they want, how much more can we do with our commodities, and how can we diversify the market so that we can get better money for the raw materials. So there's a lot stacked, and it doesn't happen easily. It's just because the whole thing is rigged, isn't it? There's marketplaces for everything that are controlled by third parties, not by the countries that produce the things.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's not easy. Change is not easy.
So Sorry, but when we see things like obviously like Gaddafi, and we see like the whole issue with is it Ibrahim Traore? Yeah. So they're taking over their resources, or they're looking at, and Gaddafi was looking at African banking or something like that. Yeah. So the West got a bit crazy like that, and then they go over there and do what they got to do. So it must have some impact on their.
It can have some impact because Gaddafi was saying, right, okay, well, what we want, go on.
Yeah, he was saying African dollar, all the African countries unite. You know, so he was the first one talking. He kind of led the pathway for the Ibrahim Traores and whatnot. And because it's quite powerful, but obviously America, if you don't sing to their tune, what they're going to do?
Yeah, we know.
They're going to get you out there, innit?
Well, that's the relevant thing. America, and this is the thing, their thing is based on strong arm. That's why all their money goes on defence. Because that's it. So if they don't like what's going on, okay, we need to dismantle over there before it gets and they get out of control.
And they're constantly on it. They're always active, like from Venezuela to Iran. Now they come and they basically say to Europe, you lot need to get on board with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on it. We're fully trying to.
They're fully on it.
You know, get back. We're staying in trouble. Russia and China just trying to. China quite the good businessman, innit? Fair.
That's how it comes across.
Russia, where Trump is, like you said, he's willing to. He's got the machinery and he's willing to use it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think that's why they put him in position? Because I feel like the only way they can justify it, because only he's the only person that could behave the way he does. A normal
Obama couldn't do it.
Because everyone just knows he's a different character. He's just so they can just say, oh, that's just Trump. You know what I mean? Sending the ice out there. All he's behaving, not just a normal politician could do that. Do you understand what I mean?
But also the thing about Trump is that he's not a politician.
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Yeah, and all the other presidents right away you can see
politicians, right?
They're politicians.
So they got to be politically correct. They got to be like there has to be some kind of finesse when they think we're in. It's like either makes money or it's not. How we will lose money from doing that? We'll make money. We need to do.
And he's already like locked in with all the people that he needs to be locked in. And look, when he went to Arabia, he bought all them tech savvy. Like he bought AI. Out of him at AI team, he bought, like, obviously as soon as he went to Venezuela, he bought the oil company there. He's actually fully locked in.
But he manipulates the market as well, you know. And people around him do it like he does things to make stocks drop and Bitcoin drops, and then they all buy up. He can't be legal what he's doing.
Definitely not. He doesn't care, but he's basically taking the role of, listen, we are America. We rule the world. That's what he's basically saying. We're above the law. No one. If you can't do nothing, don't say nothing. And
then also he's saying is that not only does America rule the world, but I rule America. Exactly. So I'm the most powerful man in the world. It's moves and moves. I'll be honest, right? I prefer a character like Trump.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
You know he's standing there.
You know he's just on a mad thing. That's the thing. And he's doing his thing and he's taking care of his people.
He's trying to get shit done.
He's trying to get
that's the thing.
All of this plastic glass.
That's what it is, isn't it? That's exactly what he's just saying. This is what it is. I'm not hiding it. I'm not going to hide behind this and that. He make you know what. This is the most transparent president that we've had.
I think so.
I think so. For a while, isn't it? You know?
So I prefer that because you just got all these vanilla politicians that are just I don't even know what they're talking about. And all of their economies are completely shattered. Right? Everybody's standing up like they've got something to say and something to do, but none of them. Look, this man from Canada, who is it? This Canadian president. So anyway, he's
Carney. Is it something Carney?
Yeah, Carney. Yeah. He's supposed to be. He used to run the Bank of England.
That's right. That's what I thought.
So if he used to run the Bank of England, but now you're running Canada, and Canada...
How did that happen?
How is Canada broke?
Are they broke, are they?
Canada's economy is in trouble.
Wow.
They've got resources, but they can't manage the situation that they've got. So I'm saying, hold on.
How do they employ him?
The other boy there, I'm sure they said Macron is an ex-banker as well.
But that can't be a coincidence, isn't it? Because they want to get their finances.
But then if you're an ex-banker and you can't balance the books of your country with so much people and so many sort of like fingers and so many pies,
maybe he's checked already. Maybe he's coming into a situation where so
maybe they can't be saved. They're operating in a minus. Because
10 years or something.
And that's why I say sometimes, because I think with a lot of like politicians, they're just good talkers. That's all it is.
Popularity contest.
So really, they can't come and say, you know what, if we cut XYZ from NHS, then we're not going to be we can't survive. They can't just be honest and say something has to give. We can't afford, like, do you know what I mean? Like they just try to all they have to be able to do is explain in a good way their actions, but not be transparent. Say, listen, the country's effed. This is why we got all these immigrants there, because cheap labour is, you know what I mean, generate more money for the country, whatever. But they can't turn around and say that.
They can't, be honest. So that's again, I look at that and I say, you people aren't serious, because you got to imagine that you got the responsibility for a country and all of the people in it, their well-being, their prosperity, and you are not prepared to do what's right in order to give those people a good life. Oh, later to all of you, they're just joking. They're joking, and that's across the piece.
It definitely, I agree. It is. It's bad.
So give me Trump. He's just saying, look, I'm here making my money. Me and my wife, we made our money. Because what did they do when they took office? They did the thing with the Trump coin.
Oh yeah, exactly. The Trump coin, come on. He's trying to get his money up straight away. He took advantage of the situation they were playing about. Bam, I got all these people that vote me. They all follow me. They're all like my supporters. So anything I do, they're gonna blab it up. Bam, put that. How much million? Yeah, straight.
Listen, he from the get-go, he just like he was on it, and then the missus done one as well. I said, you know what? You're telling me who you are, and that's cool. At least I know who you are. Don't come and feed me some garbage about your care, about your care and this and that and that. But you're trying to take care of poor people, but you can't take care of ordinary workers.
So what do you lot think of this guy then? What's his name? Myron in Africa.
Who that? Oh, Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah. What's you lot thoughts on him?
I rate him, bro.
Yeah.
I rate him fully still. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling how he's going on. I love it.
So is it Guanin?
Well,
it seems like it's Guanin.
Like it from a distance, yeah.
It seems like it's.
No, go on.
Yeah, no, it just seems like it's Guanin. Obviously, they taken. I don't know how they done it, but they kicked the French out, they kicked the Americans out. They're controlling all their resources, all of everything. Now is going back to that country. You know, it's nothing ain't getting shipped out or anything like that. So it seems like it's Guanin. Obviously, people keep saying that, you know, they're going to come for him soon, but they ain't come for him yet.
I think they're plotting at the moment, aren't they? I think they're trying to get in Nigeria at the moment.
It'll have to be an inside job to get to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. But it's always an inside job.
Yeah. It's funny though, you know, because someone said that America banned anyone flying there from all freedom countries.
All freedom countries.
So is it Mali, Burkina Faso, and what's that one? Niger.
It's a Niger, yeah.
But then they turn around and done the same thing back to them, saying no one from America can't fly into us. You understand what I'm saying?
I love the way he moves.
They said we're not having it, you know.
I rate the way he moves. Like he's inspiring the people, man.
But who's behind him though? That's the question.
Russia, innit? Okay. Russia do more better business with him, innit?
Yeah. You know, so what we're saying is that Russia's the better of the two.
If they're not exploiting him, because I don't know the figures, but the French were taking some mad amount of money from him.
That was a whole system. It was a whole system.
Like billions, and they're just giving him a couple million.
They're more like we take, say 90 or more than that. You take 5%. It was ridiculous.
Crazy. So now they're making a good amount of money, and they built up the infrastructure and all them things, building up buildings and roads and all them something there.
So they're basically paying them for their wages. Whatever money they make, they're putting, like helping them build roads, build schools, showing them about building factories. They're really. They're not just taking a massive.
They're not just exploiting. They're making sure.
This is probably. I think all this is linked to why they're going for Russia so hard now.
But I was going to say, the only reason why Russia and America not gone, because Russia not bend the knee in it. That's why, in it, because Russia's saying we don't even have to listen to you. Everyone else bends the knee to America. Yeah. But Russia, is that why they're also enemies?
They're superpowers.
Two superpowers.
But they're different kind of superpowers.
But at the same time, it's if you want to take someone's business, you got to offer a better deal.
Yeah.
So they just know, okay, you know what, like we can get in there if we kind of make more sense for you, which is how it goes. And the thing is, it's like, so my man's got leverage, so he can say, all right, then what are you gonna bring to the table? They're bringing something better. So yeah, it does make sense too.
Yeah, because didn't Saudi Arabia say to him that Ibrahim Traore about building mosques or something like that?
And he said no. What did he
declined
say?
it. They said
But why did he say no? That's why I didn't understand why he said no.
He basically said we can pray anywhere. Like right now, we can pray anywhere.
So right we probably got a mosque anyway. Let's be real in it.
Yeah,
we don't need a mosque made that cold.
And that's like a.
So Saudi he said you could do something else for us though.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said. But he said like working on other things are better. Like he said something about infrastructure or something like that.
Yeah, cool. So it makes sense though.
But that could be a way for like Saudi just trying to buy their way in. Like
that's what there must be an ulterior motive. Because really, let's not pretend like Saudi's commercial now, bro. Like it's not. They're not. I won't say that.
They're vying for influence, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
That's what they want skin in the game.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no over there is where.
So ain't Iran got something to do out there as well? Iran do something with Russia and China out there as well. They're the three quiet powers that are working together in Africa. You know, and probably America's main competition in it. That's why they're not really feeling. So I think all these wars are kind of linked in a way. You know.
Well, there's a big old chessboard, isn't there?
Big old chessboard.
Players. I know that they say that Turkey has some involvement in activities in different parts of Africa. You've got United Arab Emirates.
They're saying they're mashing up Sudan, isn't it? Apparently,
they've
isn't
got
it?
some things going on in South Sudan and in where's the places, Somali. They're all sorts of people.
Israel.
But
that's America, though, isn't it?
So there's like, but that big geopolitical game, more and more people are trying to, or more countries are trying to get in on it. And so anywhere where you can sort of like get a little toehold and get a little faction going, it helps to sort of okay, I can say that I'm causing a bit of destabilisation there, which then gives me a bit of leverage over there.
And not only that, what they have to do as well, they know like the days of just blatantly exploiting Africa are over. Do you understand what I mean? They know it, so they know it has to be a more tactile approach. It's not, you're not, and not even like you can't just exploit. You have to do business now. Do you understand what I mean?
Because you're right. Because like I said, back in the day, it was just straight, it was just ruthless. Like what was obviously Africa there is because I see what's my
which one?
I Show Speed.
Oh yeah, he was out there, innit?
Yeah.
Even touring Africa and he's opened my eyes. It's some really.
Do you know the
nice
funny
parts
thing
of
though?
Africa.
Did you see that the only place where
North Africa, innit?
the only place where he was in and out, I don't say it, was Nigeria. He was too hostile for him. He had to, he extremely got their mouth, people pressuring him and rare, and he just had to get out of there. That was his short. That's the only place he didn't spend.
No, but them North African countries was getting some racism.
Oh yeah, North Africa. But them North African countries are weird, bro. They're weird, man. Sorry.
People don't really class them as Africa because they are like Arabs.
I think
There's some good brothers from there still.
obviously there's some good brothers.
Did you see? Look at AFCON. You see what happened at AFCON? Morocco was moving mad, bro.
I know, but man's got love for Morocco, but they were moving crazy.
They were moving. They were blatant, bro. I see them trying to take the goalies.
towels and that.
Yeah, but do you know why though? Do you know what?
I reckon. I know what I was thinking as well.
They say
there's something on it. There's
something
Magic or something.
No, but I was thinking that. But also,
I'm not saying he is, but I reckon there's behind this. They're saying that goalkeeper puts them towers there. He's done some magic, and man can't stop.
I heard that. That's what I thought. That's what I thought straight away. But it was raining, so it's like he was using it to wipe the thing. But obviously the way they was too on it, they knew that there was some spell on that or something.
It was a few games, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was just the final. It was a few games before.
Oh, they're doing that as well, yeah.
The towels, bro.
That's what I took from it. Especially when I saw Hakim. What's my man's name from?
Yeah, Hakimi or something.
I see him trying to kick it. Where's one thinking? There's
Bro,
something about that
time.
They know there's something about that time.
Yeah, there was a madness though.
Yeah.
But even there was some controversy like within the semis and that with the referees and whatnot.
Yeah.
What? Like just playing to Morocco's advantage, basically. Yellows and free kicks. They were hosting it in it, and they were trying to win it. And I think it was against Algeria.
Mm.
There was some controversy still. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's mad. Go on, sorry.
No, I was gonna just say about because I saw Speed. He went to what's that one that not Sierra Leone. Which one's the biggest one for diamonds?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
And they had all these diamonds on the table. And he was saying, "Can I buy this from you?" You know that they're sold to a contract where they can only sell to one American company.
Is it? Come on, I didn't know that.
One American company can buy the diamonds that they're mining.
Madness.
No way.
But guys,
So they're still tied in. They're still
let me
locked
tell you
down.
something, bro.
You know what I'm saying? People don't understand.
Free time, it's not free though, is
But
it?
you know, you got to remember, you see that, you know, diamonds, are a myth, innit?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
They're not really. It's just
What,
compressed
shiny glass?
carbon. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even.
something like
The marketing, they've made it into something that is like. It's
So you're saying it's not as precious as
It's not precious. It's not like
as precious
gold
as
and
they're
that.
making out.
No.
Nah,
it's
yeah,
just-
gold
it's
is a thing,
the-
innit?
the-
What they what do they call restrict supply and generate the mix.
okay.
Not that the diamond isn't an incredible.
It looks good.
an
It looks good,
yeah.
incredible-
Definitely looks
incredible
good.
sort of like crystal.
Yeah.
It is. It's a beautiful thing. You know that when you know when you give your lady a
Yeah, they love it.
you
They love
know
it.
you've won.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
you're-
Yeah,
They
but
love it.
But it is. It's a manipulated market.
And because remember, and that's why they brought out engagements, rings, and all that. It's just that they created a market. It's not
always
like
do that.
gold, but it's not like gold, silver. But it's just what it compressed carbon or something like that.
Yeah,
It's just it's nothing really. But obviously it looks nice. But saying that we add value to it. It's something worth what you think it's worth.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
So whatever you put the price on, someone will pay it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but I think what they, from what I understand, they restrict the market, so they buy and they tie people
Give a
into
sense of
contract.
scarcity.
Yeah, and then.
But they do that. But apparently they do that for everything.
They-
Apparently they do that
to
for
a
oil, everything. That there's no sort of. Or they give everything like a sense of scarcity. That's how you increase the value of it. You make it
Especially
seem
the
like it's
luxury goods, innit? Because
Yeah.
the diamond would be a luxury.
Exactly.
Yeah. They do manipulate markets 100% across the piece.
So what you're saying? One American company can buy the.
They're sold in to only sell to one American company.
Oh, was that
I can
one
say the name if you
particular
want.
mine or something like that? Or was it just-
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
just
Just the whole country.
most of the. I'm not sure if you've got a few independents, but majority of the diamonds that come out of that country
Goes to one.
Go for one key.
go to one. But this company is a big company. You know, I've heard of them, the Birds.
Yeah,
The
probably.
birds,
No.
ain't they from Holland? The birds or something.
The family might be originally from Holland.
Originally, but they're probably based in America now.
Because weren't Bush's, that was Bush's wife,
but
innit?
they're the
Bush's wife
no,
was
but
married
bruv,
to
the
the
birds.
Birds.
They're the ones who originally. They're the ones who created the myth around diamonds. Bro.
Okay, with
so
the
they're the
maybe
ones,
it's
and
the
they
old school thing.
advertising. You know what I mean? Engagement. That's what.
Yeah.
But- So
So they're for Dutch, yeah?
I think so. I think
They're originally from Dutch.
But they're the white people in Africa, innit? The Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember South Africa where the gold was and the gold.
There's lots of diamonds. There's loads of diamonds in Southern Africa.
Yeah.
Then a man told me
In South,
That's why they set up.
That's what I'm saying.
They know what they're doing.
So see, even on that, okay, so Africa getting exploited, yeah. So how was Europe able to exploit? Because is it because so I heard something that it's because they were educated and education wasn't a.
I think that's a myth.
but
Is that a
even,
myth?
but even,
So how was it able to
I
do
feel we
it?
educated them to be fair on certain
Well, yeah,
certain
remember,
front.
all of it. Remember, there's always been hot.
Yeah, because Egypt, innit?
Yeah, you got Egypt,
'Cause-
but then dropping down.
Yeah,
to
that's what that is.
Islam in Africa.
Islam,
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
they know.
So remember, you got the Coptic Church, so a long time, oldest Christian church over in Ethiopia. So there was high levels of literacy, particularly from Islam. Yeah, but truth be told,
It weren't just
right,
cheesy.
They were more bloodthirsty.
truth be
And they had
told,
scared guns as well.
they had guns, but we colluded. So
What do you mean say we colluded?
Africa,
Snakes each other.
you could not take that many people. You couldn't take that many of us out of the continent without there being.
Oh, yeah.
but what I mean-
100%. So people got paid
No,
off.
but
Yeah.
not only that.
People were in it. It was
Yeah,
a-
that's a known fact. It was a
that's
bargain.
definitely
They were
100%.
buying. It was a transaction.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, okay, so like what you lot were saying last time is that the raw materials in Africa, they added value to it. So we didn't see the value in it, but was it there? How did they see?
No,
Okay.
because it steps in it. So once you got, from what I can understand, once you've got those relationships around moving people, so that becomes a business transaction. And also Europe had really a monopoly on firearms and the big sort of like ocean going ships. So they had the trade routes to fuel the business, and then their thing was right. Okay, let's see if we can undermine their administration. Then let's see if we can infiltrate them, and then
and
let's move people on. And
they probably could see more what they could do with it.
In their homeland as well. It is when you get into a game, and then you sort of like commit to that game, then the way opens, doesn't it? So as you go in, you see more.
So what you're saying then is it was just intention. So their mindset was different to our mindset.
I think that they saw it as an opportunity, right? Exactly. Different to how we saw it.
Exactly. Because we was more wholesome, like they, but not.
Is it that we wasn't exploring as well? We were just there. We was on our land. They already explored, come to our land, been these places.
They're traveling.
They're bringing it back. They're bringing something new to where they come from.
Because they see themselves as they go around exploring.
This is what we got. We got this from there.
They're looking. Exactly, but and that's what, because that's another thing what people say is that the mindset is different because of the conditions. So where everything,
we're kind of relaxed.
Africa was abundant with everything. Where
everything's there.
They were looking for things. They're looking for things to bring to better their situation, and there's even a climate.
It's like to make it like the streets is like a stick-up kid or something.
Yeah, like they explore that. Remember their mentality. They was content. They was
the only one with a stick.
Yeah. So like, you got a stick. No, 10 man ain't got a stick.
Yeah, you're good.
You understand? But what it is as well, it's like they're just comfy. They're there. These man explore. They're on a hunt. They're hungry. Look, I'm saying the mindset is different. Do you understand what I mean?
It's cold.
That's what they said. It's not abundant in crops, in food. So they have to go. Remember, it's like it's like like animals when they hibernate in winter, they gotta go and get and bring back. They gotta go hunt and gather. You understand what I mean?
Once they find a spot where they know they can get it good from.
We're gonna rinse. That's the spot there. Alright, send. They come back to tell the rest of the man. It's over there. They got it. Africa's got it.
And then other packs start coming. The other parts of Europe, European.
Everyone can smell. Everyone can smell blood. Everyone can smell food.
This is what man was saying. Listen, that they was warring in Africa over the areas.
They were warring each other.
That was wars like England against Belgium, England against France, France against.
But that's where it is still now. But they have to have a different approach.
But the thing is now though, why are we still not at the table in our own country?
But in a way,
why are they still warring? Why America and Russia and China beefing over Africa? Bro?
But what you lot got to remember, the same man you're bigging up is the man who's setting the blueprint now. What's his name? Traore.
Yeah, he's
because now what he's saying to now everyone else, I say, you know what? Oh wow, it's like what you see. Like if I see YB, you managed to get a couple more out of them, man. All right, well, we need to try and get a couple. You understand what I mean? So they have to come with a different approach now.
And also,
unless they're going to just tear everything down.
There is still some real wealthy Africans though, innit? There's still man that is making.
There's wealthy individuals, 100%.
Very wealthy individuals out there. And that's what I sure been sold us. For some of them, when you went to some of the countries, some of the infrastructure, I couldn't believe what.
But some of the man that like I used to work with when I used to do like the care stuff, they're like. They said when they see like adverts on TV when they're talking about like, poor Africans, they said they start showing me their bloody yards, bro, on their phone, bro. And he's working a shift doing mental health,
and he's rich at home.
This yard is crazy. Marble floors, high ceilings, gated, security at the front, like So you can't believe.
There's definitely money out there. There's money.
Cool.
There's people make the thing we got. The thing to always bear in mind with Africa and what it might take for tables to turn is that Africa is a continent. Africa is a continent that we spring from, but it's how many? 52 countries. Is that right? Something.
Was it? Is it how much time bigger than Europe is it?
I don't know.
They shrink Africa on the map.
They shrink on the map. To call the thing a continent, that means you got the African continent, you got the American continent,
Europe's a continent.
Asia, So it's a team. It's a team, but it's how many different countries.
And that's what you got to remember.
Because the leaders aren't all on the same page.
Because everyone talks about, but also like everyone like think about how much different kind of people are in the whole of Europe. So Africa, people just generalize Africa on small amounts. But it's so vast. We can't even imagine.
We look at different from Europe.
It's even more than that. I would say it's even more because when you say European, generally so you might have the Celts, and you might have the Scandies,
Saxons,
right? So there's maybe 2, 3, When you and the Gaelic,
Gaelic,
Gauls,
Gauls,
When you go into Africa now and you say, right, okay, so what actually, how much different, distinctly different, groupings, we call them tribes. Tribes. You could not even say tribe. Just say regions. How many different peoples, how many different languages. It's a diverse place. It's diverse. Even though we got one core, it's diverse. So then again, to undo what's been done, it's like it's a lot.
Job, isn't it?
It's a lot. And on top of that, you got superimposed on top of that all of the European influence by way of education, by way of languages. Obviously we know the borders. It's a lot. It's complex. It's a lot.
So when do they embrace the Black British that go back there though? They don't.
Who were in Africa?
Yeah, when you go back there, they really embrace it.
There are some places that just genuinely they show us love. They do genuinely show us love. Either because they know we're coming from Europe. They do show us love.
You considering migration?
No, I just think about it, like what would it be, because we always big it up, but we don't know what we'd be running to.
Yeah, but you got to remember.
I think it's like.
I think you're right because we can be naive. Because we can be naive. But get rinsed.
I'm telling you, exactly. But that's can I tell the truth?
Girls.
Can I tell the truth?
Exactly,
I'll be honest with you, but anywhere you go, you're gonna get some people that embrace. You're gonna get haters. But I think for us, if we was gonna ever migrate, so I think it'd have to be a case of all Black British people all migrating to one specific part of Africa. So that's what I think. Because other than that, ain't gonna work for me. I'm not on it. Like, you want like people the same similar experiences.
I think they say a lot that America's done that in Ghana.
I think that's what they're doing in Ghana. I think Ghana
there's a part of Ghana that is solely all Americans are moving there. Apparently.
Well, they're building complexes over there.
Black people,
The Black Americans,
But there's a lot of Jamaicans out there.
But literally strictly, but they've literally
got passive land.
Strictly for
just for them. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Even in
They got something in Ethiopia.
that's what I was going to say. Ethiopia, I was just about to say something like that. Jamaicans out there, got their own little
Russians, isn't it? I saw something like that. I can't remember.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't Ethiopia the only African country that has not been colonized? So you have to
is it?
You have to get the ratings, no?
That's why they're going to go there kind of strict.
Cool. Is that why they big up Haile Selassie so much?
Because he resisted, didn't he? He showed resistance, didn't it?
They fought. They did their thing still. I think they fought the Italians.
You know what?
They've been in some wars.
Do you know what is?
I think they were fought by the Muslims at that time. Were they by the Arabs? I think.
I know that the Italians tried to take Ethiopia. And they got pushed back.
Listen,
they definitely got pushed back.
Because you know, like they got the 48 laws of power. They got the 48 laws of war strategy or something. Have you seen it?
No, I ain't seen it.
When you see how much quotation from Haile Selassie there is, like different war tactics he done in wars, and you're looking completely different, bro.
He's a serious
guy. How he's setting traps, like he's you have to read that book and
have to read them, man. Still,
Ethiopia
is a serious country. Understanding.
It goes on and on. Because even the East Coast of Africa, we don't always really appreciate.
We don't, do we? Like the Kenyas and all those.
You're right.
Dropping down. I know Mozambique's been battered, but there's so much continent. For me, the thing that I just love is just so much coastline. It's just so. It's just endless.
That's how the British don't come in, isn't it?
They're coming from all different avenues. You come from up there, I come from down there.
That's the thing, because remember, they went all the way around. It's not like
it's not simple stuff. And you can't go across land, really.
Go around.
Trust me, my thing.
But I think also that there's a lot of reasons for us to at least take a look.
Yeah,
Just take a look.
Take a look in terms
Because
of
I'll be honest with you, because we've already been to Morocco, innit?
Yeah,
That's the thing though.
we do need to
but that was before we was. We
no, we do need to go. Obviously, next time Dad goes, maybe we'll come
You're
back.
going to Egypt, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Still North Africa. The only thing about Egypt though, you obviously Moses, Musa in Islam was.
Like Egypt.
Walking us some holy land, you know.
I'd love to go to West Africa still, to be fair.
Yeah, man, if I touch Ghana or Gambia,
Ghana's.
Touchdown in the motherland.
put our foot like, whoa.
I feel like where you put all the markers from where they shipped us.
Yeah.
So that's why when we go back,
That's why I want to go to Senegal as well.
Yes, yeah. A man said to me when I said to you, I've been able to go a couple of times, and he said, "Boy, listen, you know that the prayer. So you know when I either kidnapped or shipped, right? The prayer of those that were left, or the prayer of those on the boat, was like, may my children's children find their way home." So when he said that to me,
Do you not know about 19 Keys?
Yeah, I know that.
He goes to one of the places where they should send us off from, you know, the holding bits. I think if I Senegal or something like that. But he's there and he said he don't have the energy. And he just starts doing press ups. He starts doing bare press ups. The man saying, well, you only got to listen, I need to show strength. I just had to do something, man. You get me?
It's a lot. But it is a place. There's so much. There's so much to see. And potentially so much to do. I think that's the other thing. It's like we come with different experience, we come with different connections. There's
Inshallah, we make that trip, innit? Inshallah. On that note, thanks everyone for joining us on Twinvision. Peace and love.
Yeah, definitely. Catch
love
you next
to the
time.
motherland.
Yeah, all of that good stuff.
That's the one, innit?
Soon home soon.